This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, Cashfly.com,
and crazy San Francisco streetwalkers.
They may sell you a tripod.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number 51. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. We are taking kind of like a week off.
A little bit like a week off. We're partying.
Yeah, we're partying. We're going to show you behind the scenes look of all the new features in Digg version 3. This is actually a party that we have tonight.
Dude, press is going to be here.
First time.
Lots of high-end people from the Web 2.0 world are going to be here, and we are going to party it up and show you behind the scenes all the stuff that we do.
All right, let's do it.
All right, bye.
Thank you for coming tonight, everybody, to the Digg launch party. Thank you very much. No, really, it means a lot to us, particularly in light of the heat and everything else. And this time of day on a Thursday, having you all here means a lot. Thank you all for coming. I know that a lot of you came a long way. Some of you flew from out of town. Some of you drove from another planet of Los Gatos and made it all the way up here to San Francisco for this announcement we're going to make today. And part of the reason we're all here is obviously to meet each other and to get along, but we're going to just take a few of your minutes to talk a little bit about Digg and tell you what this is all about and what we're celebrating tonight. My name is Jay Adelson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Digg. And raise your hand if you have been using Digg recently. I want to see how many people are diggers out here. All right, and how many of you just rose your hand to be really not registered? Okay, no. All right, no, seriously, I don't want to spend too much time up here because I want to introduce Kevin and let him show you some of the fun stuff we did. But I just want to run through a brief history of Digg. What you can see here is a wonderful illustration of Kevin and I meeting each other for the first time. Yeah, we're nerds. You can see that Kevin was on Tech TV and I was working at some other company called Equinix. And we're standing there and he's casting a spell on me, I think, or something. Anyway, just real briefly, in 2003 when we met, we became friends, we started brainstorming ideas. It really wasn't into 2004, in the summer of 2004, when Digg really got started. And it really was an experiment. We really were just trying to get a concept across, which a lot of you are involved in right now, which is the idea of bringing users back into the picture and collaboration. Right? And so we tried this experiment. Owen Byrne, who's somewhere in the audience right now. Right? Owen Byrne, who helped us, he was like $1,200 to do this in 2 weeks. Let's just see what happens. Right? December 5th, 2004, we launched Digg, and to our surprise, it caught on really fast. In just a few short months, we were doing 30,000 uniques. And pretty soon we had to change the website. We had to actually do a little bit of work and making sure it could scale. We hired Silver Orange and Daniel Burka. Are you out here? Where are you, Daniel? Yeah. All those pretty little Digg buttons you see, that's Daniel Burka. You can blame him for the Digg button, everyone. And then thanks to the help of Greylock and David Z, Midyar Network, and a few others, Mark Andreessen, a few others in the room, we put our Series A round together and got things started. And that's pretty much when the project that you're going to see the results of today began, what we call Digg 3.0. Yeah. All right, so on that note, just a real quick, where are we now? We're doing about 700,000 to 800,000 unique visitors a day. That's about 8.5 million unique visitors a month, which from our perspective is pretty cool since it was 30,000 a year ago. And we are excited about the rate of growth, and the new users are growing every day. The people from all over the world are experiencing the site. So with that, we're going to show you some new places we're going. Everyone, I'd like to introduce you the founder and chief architect of Digg, Kevin Rose.
There's no place for my beer. Where's it going?
Hey, this ain't a Diggnation.
This isn't Diggnation. Dude, what are you doing? I can do this. I need my pack. All right. Thank you, Jay. So it's my job to show you how we're going to kick Netscape's ass. That's what we do. Yeah, we already did. Have you been to the site? Just kidding. So this is where we are today as far as technology topics are concerned. We're adding a couple, which is gadgets and industry news. But we're also expanding into a bunch of different areas that we haven't been into before. Science and gaming were very popular sections on Digg, so we decided to blow those out into their own dedicated containers. And we're also expanding into world and business and then entertainment. So what you see here is basically the top level here, that as far as technology, science, entertainment, world and business, and gaming, those are called containers, which are groups of topics. So basically what happens when you're on Digg, everything that you see underneath the container here will be expandable and collapsible within the left-hand navigation. So if you just want to view technology stories, you can click on that. If you just want to view world and business, you can also view that as well. And then we're getting into, for the first time ever, we're expanding outside of just news-based articles into videos. So we're going to allow you to dig all different types of videos online. And we're not going to host the videos because that's not really what Digg's not about. That Digg is about being a level playing field for all third-party sources to send their information to us. So basically, if you're a YouTube, a Google video, a Yahoo video, we'll take your links and then we'll link to them and drive traffic back to those original sources. We don't want to drive traffic internally or within our own links. We want to push traffic to the exact source, unlike some other websites. So version 3, I'll give you a demo right now. So this is the logged in site of Digg version 3. Basically what you're seeing here is the home page. So right now we have View All selected. So we're seeing everything that falls underneath View All. So that's all technology stories, all science stories, all world and business, videos, entertainment, and gaming. So those are all combined into a single unified view right here. But if you want to drill down and just view technology stories, then this will be the default view as far as technology is concerned. You can click on technology. You'll just be viewing. We'll just be viewing technology-based stories. And if you want to drill down into a specific topic, you can say, I just want to see Apple-based stories right here, and then you'll just view Apple-based stories. So I'll select technology here, and you can see at the very top, we're making it very clear as far as what method you're sorting by. So we have recently popular, top today, top this week, this month, and this year. So it gives you a quick way to drill down and see exactly what is hot on Digg right now. And the other thing we have here is basically a way to switch between the popular stories and the newly submitted stories, which we call upcoming. So if we click on just view all right here, you'll see it's going to sort, and you see 1,700 new stories that have been submitted to Digg. We can click on that, and now you're in all of the upcoming newly submitted stories. And then you can drill down into, I just want to see world and business news submitted stories, and then this is all the upcoming stories in world and business. There's also a way to switch to, obviously, the cloud view, which is very popular in Digg, a way to see exactly what is popular based on the size of the font of the different topics. There's a lot of stories there, so it's going to take a little second. But the main thing here is we really wanted to give the users the ability to customize their experience within Digg. So not only can you just say, okay, I want to see exactly what is popular here. So these are the upcoming stories. If I highlight over the cloud here, I can see which one of my friends dug that story based on the green color of the story. So Daniel dug this story, Best Buy, all right, on Apple computers. So you can drill down to see exactly what your friends have been into, but you can also customize the experience by clicking on the add and remove topics. So if you could care less about technology or you don't care anything about world news, you can uncheck technology. You can say, you know, I like entertainment, but I'm not into celebrity gossip, and I'm not into music. And then you can click on Save Changes here. And you'll notice the left-hand navigation now reflects just the topics that you're into. So you have a customized view of Digg. So no longer are you viewing any technology-related stories, and you can click on the View All and see everything that you've selected personally. And you can choose, like, I just don't care about design, and remove that, and then update your settings, and you'll see on the left-hand side that also updates. So we can now drill down to technology, and you'll notice that design is now missing from the left-hand navigation. So that is the way that we're allowing users to really customize their experience within Digg. But aside from that, we've really expanded the Friends activity box. So this is basically a view. It's a quick kind of dashboard of what your friends have been doing on the site. So if you see here, we have your friends have dug 408 stories, and this is in the last 48 hours. They've agreed on the upcoming stories that they've dug, what they've commented on, and what they've submitted. So one thing that we've found is that it's very common for a user to find another story that their friend has dug and also dig it. There's a very high percentage of users that will dig something that a friend is into, but it increases like tenfold when you combine multiple friends. So when 2 or more friends have dug a story, you're going to see a really concise list and a really detailed list of what exactly your friends have been into, and they may be very interesting to what you want to view within Digg. So here you can see this is the agreed on list here, and you see that there's 5 of my friends have agreed that this article is really cool. So this is just a custom view within your own personal profile that shows what your friends have been agreeing on. Now we know that there is a lot of, I should show you also the profile settings as well. So we've changed some of the profile as well. So when you're going in to view your own personal profile, you see here's all of your information. And also you can go into your history. So this is your own personal digging history. And then this is your friends' dashboard. So if you go in, you can see exactly what your friends have been digging. Here's Alex's digs. O'Malik has dug scoring with XXX games. Where's O'Malik? Is he here? He's somewhere around here. But apparently he's into that. So, I'm glad you like that. So you can also switch down to the compact view, and you can see just what your list of friends here within Digg, and then your friends' history. So if you want to see just what your friends have been digging, and then drill down specifically into a particular topic within Digg, you can do so as well. We should also mention you can view who has befriended you. So we haven't had that feature in the past, so you can see which people are watching your profile and who's tracking what you're digging throughout the site. So that is pretty much all of the new features that we've added to Digg 3.0. But one of the problems, not really a problem, but something that we've known about for a long time that we've let me just get back into the slideshow here. One of the things that, oops, wrong way. We've known about for a long time is that we have a lot of incoming data into Digg. So right now, just in technology alone, we have between 1,400 and 2,000 newly submitted stories per day. That's a lot of stories. That's really hard. It's impossible for any one user to dig through all those stories, find something that they're interested in, and then dig it. It works because users are digging and exposing their stories to their friends, but we know that going forward, we're going to have to come up with new visualizations to kind of display all this incoming data because there's so much data that's coming into the site. So what we've done is we've partnered with a company called Stamen Design, and these guys are right over, I see, there's they are right there. So these guys they blew my mind because it was one of those things where we knew we had to hook up with somebody that just really understood data visualization and understood analysis of all this incoming data, and these guys are just amazing at that. So we've created some tools with them for users in version 3 that are going to allow people to see all of the new incoming information as it's coming in. So I'll show you some of that stuff right now. Let me just hide PowerPoint. So this is something we call Digg Incoming, and it's going to allow you to see all of the new incoming stories as they're coming in within the site. So what you're seeing right now is that it's going to take a second. Our internet connection here is really slow, but basically it's going to allow you to see all of the new stories as they're coming in, and then who's digging them in real time. So this is real-time information right now. The colors are based on the number of digs that the story starts with, and then as the graphs grow, you can see what is popular at any given time. So this story right now is extremely popular, which is has to do with Scientology. And Digg version 3 to launch Monday. So that's another very popular story. And these are all real-time diggers, so you can actually mouse over and see who is digging these stories and what is popular. So basically, you're seeing in real time, and as new submitted stories come in, the graph shifts to the left. So you can see here, this is all information that was at 6:45, and this is at 6:46. So you're seeing a minute of data coming in here. And basically, you can drill down and say, well, look at this one is extremely popular right now. But you can scale back and say, okay, show me some more stories. So I want to scale all the way back here and see 100 stories and see exactly what they're doing. So this story is extremely popular right now with Digg version 3. So it's growing quite a bit. But this is really key to us because the problem that we have is that, when you're in the upcoming area of Digg and you're looking at stories, you can see about 25 stories per page. You can go multiple pages deep, but you're really not seeing the activity and who is swarming around these stories. So this is giving us a view into our data that we've never had before. And it's really a view that's really useful to users because you can see what is gaining in popularity. So this story is just going insane right now. And let's zoom in on that a little bit more. So we can zoom all the way into the story level and watch as these stories are growing in popularity. So let's check out that story right there. We'll click on it. It'll blow it up, show the number of digs, and then show the spike of traffic. So you can see this just hit the home page. So it's extremely popular right now. But if we want to go back to something that's been around for a little while, let's zoom all the way out. This one looks pretty popular right here. We'll click on that. And you can see this is the spike of traffic. So this is all based on digs. So basically what you're seeing is anything above the line is the digs, and below the line is the comments. So you can see when it was first submitted to Digg, it had a big spike, kind of dropped down for a little bit, and then it hit a promotion. Our promotion algorithm pushed it to the front page, and this is the huge spike of traffic once it hit the front page. And these are all the comments that are associated with the story as well. So it's a nice kind of real-time view of everything that's going on and as they're being submitted to the site. So that's Digg Incoming. You'll see that as a tool. We're creating a Digg Lab section that will be launched. Wow, that's a popular story. That's crazy. But that'll be launched sometime in mid-July. Not with 3.0 on Monday, but sometime in mid-July. So that is incoming. Now, Digg Spy has been a pretty popular tool of ours as far as showing everything that's going on the site in real time. But the problem is that if you kind of turn your back to Digg Spy, you really don't see what's going on. You kind of miss some stories. So the idea is what if we could show users actually swarming around stories in Digg Spy? So internally, we really don't know what to call this. I've been calling it Digg Spy on crack, but that's just so DSOC, that's what we call it. But we'll come up with a name for it and then we'll launch it in July. But this is basically all the stories and real-time activity that is happening within Digg. And all those little bubbles that you're seeing are stories, and the little yellow dots are actual users as they're making connections with stories. So this is a really unique way that we have of exposing exactly what is popular and what users are gathering around. And as you can see, just as in the other graph, Digg 3 launching is a very popular story right now. And the lines that you see connected with other stories are based on the users with similar interests. So users that have interest in this story also have interest in this story right here. So the thicker the line, the more users they have in common. And this little fat digger right here, that's just one that's just been digging quite a bit, so they just took off. But so this is a real-time view of everything that's going on within Digg. And what's really unique about this is that this is not just for us. We believe that everything that is submitted to Digg falls under the Creative Commons license, and all of the stories and all of the activity we should provide a toolkit for users. So what we're doing is we're going to allow users to access our Flash-based toolkit to build their own applications around our data, and that's all going to be in our API that we release in a couple months. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's quite a unique way to show exactly what is hot, and if you want to zoom in and see exactly what's going on with that story, you can click in and see how many digs that has, or click back out and zoom in on any story that you want. But it's a great way to visualize all of the incoming stories and the interest that we have around all these different stories as they're coming in, because it's very hard to see that in a list view. But that's what we have. These two tools will be launching mid-July. And the other stuff that we have, Digg version 3, is launching Monday morning. So that's it.
And so everyone, again, we thank you for making the trip and being here. For the next hour or however long you're out here, please enjoy the open bar, enjoy the party. Ask us any questions you have about the site. Happy to answer for you. Anyway, thanks for coming. We'll see you later.
Well, that's it from the Digg version 3 release party. I hope you guys had a great time. We'll be back next week with a full version of Diggnation.
Yes, we want to thank all of our sponsors for this episode.
As we do every week.
Yeah, so Cashfly.
Dude, rock on Cashfly.
If you need hosting, cashfly.com/Diggnation.
/Diggnation. Also, GoDaddy.com. We did our GoDaddy.com winner of the week is MyMomRightClicks.com. So head over to MyMomRightClicks.com. This is a guy who actually says, I own 3 apples, but he was like, I want to cash in on the Apple hatred. So it's MyMomRightClicks.com. That's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Hasta luego.